Hi Cancer, how's everybody doing? Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. A karmic test between you and another person, talking all about partnerships. Partnerships can be romantic, they can be platonic, they can be business oriented. Looks like a duo. It's between you and somebody that you're close with. Can be a sibling. Anyone you might deem as a partner or a close friend. Your business associate. Yeah, I'm looking at the Four of Wands. Maybe something more romantic, although it doesn't have to be. This is somebody that you would have gone through some things with, but you still like are maintaining a close relationship, or at least trying to. Someone spicy. I'm looking at the King of Wands. Cancer, you came up in the Leo reading. Maybe we're talking about a Leo for some of you. I think you were like one of the first like 3 or 4 cards that popped out in the Leo reading. Maybe dealing with a Leo, or maybe a placement for you. I wonder if they started with the Four of Wands too. They may have. There was definitely a lot of relationship talk. It may have been the first or the second card in the Leo reading. So, if you feel inspired, I welcome you to check it out. Wow, yeah, this is really mirroring the Leo reading a lot. What's going on? So you have a relationship with someone. You may have combined finances, shared home. Things that represent or symbolize stability to you, you have that within the connection with this person. At least material-wise. Emotionally, psychologically, maybe another story. And it seems like it is. Because I'm seeing some tension arising. You may have gotten into an argument. You may be repetitively arguing with this person. You may have a kind of competitive relationship with them. Definitely feels like there are waves going on right now. There's a sense of like wanting to break out of this and maybe even break free and start something new. This means like something you feel inspired about. You could want to do this, but you feel like something is keeping you tied down, and maybe it's this relationship that you have. We're going to get further and see what exactly is going on, but there's definitely a sense of like maybe even wanting to run wild. Remember, energies can always be reversed. This can be your person. It's like, I'm looking at Aquarius. Yeah, it seems like there's definitely a really strong pull for you to do something, start something, work on something, or go towards somebody. But you definitely feel caught up about this. Like, this is someone that's got you all in your head. This is like a visionary energy. And this may be like always can be an aspect of you and or another person outside of you. Whatever this energy that you're going towards, whether it be like a person or like you stepping into this energy or a project, this is like a very, I'm hearing intuitive. It's a very creative energy, a visionary energy, future oriented, goal oriented, healing type of energy, expressive. Feels like it's in alignment with you. It looks like you know where you want to go. This is also something very individualistic. Like, this is something that would encourage your individuality, your originality. Creative. I don't know if I said that before. Inventive. Can even be something like strange or different that you want to pursue, or this person is. With the star here. The star represents Aquarius. I think I said that before. I'm also looking at Libra on the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing the word hustle. I'm also hearing what's the hustle. Maybe you feel like something is keeping you back from shining how you want to shine. Or like doing something you want to do. Or pursuing something you want to pursue. Like, you may even have ties to something that is not allowing you to, like, venture out how you want to, or, like, maybe even certain responsibilities that you have. Ooh, we have so much Aquarian energy here. I'm also looking at Uranus popping out. I'm hearing a Fleetwood Mac song. I don't know if the title is Go Your Own Way, but I know those are the lyrics in it, and I think they repeat it like 1,000 times. Yeah, it looks like you want to break out, take a chance on something, take a leap of faith, but you feel stressed out about this. It's like this would put a stress on your sense of, like, stability, is what I'm seeing. It kind of looks like you may have been building a house made out of popsicle sticks, and it looks kind of unstable, even though, like, looking in on the space it may appear stable, but it looks like something that if the wind blows too hard it's gonna be knocked over. And here is Leo, as I thought. So funny. The placement. I'm seeing someone with, like, either really strong Aquarian energy or really strong Leo energy, and or both. This can mean, like, a lot of planets even in the 11th house or in the 5th house, or a strong sun, strong Uranus, like highly aspected. Here is the karmic test for you. So, you're being guided in a certain direction that you feel hesitant about, feeling a little bit of anxiety over. This is like new territory for you that you'd be stepping into, but it's exciting because it's something that you get to explore. There's a sense of feeling stressed out. It's like the things you like about it may also be the things that kind of stress you out about it. But it looks very much like an adventure, but you need to get in the mindset of being ready for the adventure if it's going to be exciting for you. So, a sense of feeling stressed out because you're starting something new. And maybe, like, it's not a sure thing as well, because with the Fool here, it's like, take a chance, take a leap of faith, like, have faith, have hope, have courage, like, all of these things that we need to pursue something, and, like, kind of being a novice, even, at something that you're pursuing right now. It feels like the newness is more so what's stressing you out, and maybe because, again, it's not a sure thing, getting this as being significant. You're being guided to have the strength to work through this, even though it's like a stressful time right now, because it looks like you're it looks like you're stressed, but that you are strong enough to carry it. I'm also seeing like a move being made, and it looks like you're kind of hitting a wall. What's coming after this? Because it seems like, ooh, bright, shiny, and new and exciting, and then it's like challenge that you're facing. But something's gotta give here. I'm seeing, like, no matter what it is that you're going through right now, like, it is being it is being shown here that you absolutely have what it takes to make it through all of this. It's going to be difficult, but you can do it. It's like you're strong enough for this, you're smart enough for this. Ooh, for some of you, this is career related, business oriented. Your finances are tied up in this. Wow. So for some of you, this is about like entering into a new role or a new like job title, like public persona, something like that, that you haven't done before. I'm getting very, very strong. This has to do with your creativity. Something new that you're starting, new territory, something that you feel hopeful about, but it still feels stressful. It looks like you have like the strength, the tools, the character to be able to make it through this. And there are some karmic tests that are coming up for you that are going to feel difficult, but once you like break through the wall, the threshold of this, I'm seeing like you're gonna feel like you're going uphill, 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 and then like as soon as you're like, you know what, I'm strong enough to do this, I can do this, like as soon as you take on that mindset, you're gonna be going downhill. So it's like, even though you may be facing some stuff that's difficult still, you're gonna be able to like breeze through it. And it seems like you come out in this place where it's like you're finally in some type of position that you've been working for or towards. It's like you finally get to like put on that jacket that you've been trying to put on, or like dress up in that outfit. It seems like related to a job role. It's like you can finally have that title that you've been fighting for. It looks like you're starting from scratch with something that you're doing. Beautiful. With Leo here in the 5th house, this does speak about creative endeavors, especially with the little page of wands. And with it next to Aquarius, this would be, again, something like inventive and creative. Can be like your own original ideas. This is something that could bring like a lot of focus or popularity onto you even. You may be networking, connecting with other people. It looks like this is a wish fulfillment for you. For some of you, you may be stressed out about like finances or your stability in some type of way. It's like maybe you're also maintaining something that's difficult to maintain. Like maybe it's something high maintenance even, and that feels stressful. Like I'm kind of seeing the image of a tub that's full and someone pulls out the stopper, and it's like you're trying to like keep it at a certain level, but it keeps draining out the bottom. Like maybe you're even putting money into something and you feel like it's draining your money. Or like this can be energy or time, something like that. It looks like you're going to be breaking away from this, like taking some sort of break to focus on yourself and rest. It also looks like you're having some sort of internal battle right now about like whether or not you're strong enough to do something. Like this may be happening like as you're talking to other people around you even, or maintaining certain conversations. It can also be because you know that you need to give yourself a break and you haven't yet. It looks like as soon as you take this time for yourself, you're going to be feeling much better, much more grounded and prepared to gather information as well. It looks like you may be in some sort of like research period even. You may be figuring out new ways to take care of yourself that actually feel like you're taking care of yourself. Like ones that like really satiate you in a way. It seems like you're being guided to kind of keep this to yourself right now. Something about like you taking a break or taking time for yourself. Like, maybe something about your lifestyle could have, like, certain people around you feeling salty about it. Maybe a specific message. Oh, what I'm seeing too is that if you've been having conversations with people that you feel like it drains your energy and doesn't feel restorative, you may want to like disconnect a bit. Also, if you have been like keeping any type of energetic ties, this can mean like watching social media and comparing yourself to other people, or like other people's relationships, or just like things that don't have you feeling like supported, or things that don't have you feeling good about yourself. It's like anything that you're participating in that feels draining rather than restorative, you're being guided to separate from, because it seems like you're going to need like all of your originality and ideas and visions, and to feel good about those things in order for you to like successfully make it through where you're making it through, like make it through this karmic test that you're going through. So again, if you feel like there are any like relationships or things that you're doing or you're not doing that are like tugging on you energetically, you're meant to break away from these things, or at least take a break for now, so you can like be your best and brightest. It seems like this is all centered around like your individuality and creativity and ideas. Like, I'm seeing this is going to be very important. It's like you need to be like your best you and your best self, and like I won't even say motivated, but it seems like your most inspired and excited self with the star here. So this is also like a healing energy as well that you're working with, and it's one that like wants to shed and wants to express and wants to create and is excited about that. You may feel in your head too about like things that are outside of your control, so make sure that you're checking in with yourself and like surrendering where you need to, and like telling yourself, I do have control over this and I can make this how I want it, or I don't have control over this and I just need to surrender to this situation, you know, like really consciously having that conversation with yourself to kind of like sort through some of the stress that you're feeling. You may also be like, I want this role, but I also feel stressed out about the responsibility that this entails. And so there's a sense of like needing to really talk yourself up and know that it's either going to work out or it's not going to work out, and at least you tried rather than you didn't try. And I think that you're more like anxious and self-aware about this, and it's coming from a place of like maybe insecurity rather than it being actuality. So be as encouraging to yourself as possible at this time. And plan ahead. I'm also hearing like where you can, and also having to be okay with where you can't. But it seems like organization is going to be important. Maybe at times it's something that you struggle with. It's like sometimes you feel super motivated, sometimes you don't. It seems like when you get super motivated, to take advantage of that, and when you don't feel motivated, self-care. Do stuff that you feel good about and work with yourself. We all have different rhythms that we feel comfortable working in, and I think like the more we are able and willing to actually listen to like our individual rhythm, the more effective we can be. Some people like consistency. It's like, I want to work 9 to 5 and I'm good at that and it brings me a sense of stability in my life. Some people cannot work like that, or it's very difficult for them, and it's like they just want to work at night, or they want to work at bizarre hours or random hours. You know what I mean? So each of us are different, and I think as much as you can honor that, like with the situation that you're in, the better off you're going to be, especially as this looks like something like creative that you're doing. And so I just take advantage of like your creativity when you're feeling creative, you know, and don't force it when you're not, within reason, because sometimes we do have like timelines and deadlines and all of that. um if you feel like you have certain people around you that support you, that you can work with, like in some type of way, even within your personal life, I'm seeing that can also be beneficial for you. Like you may be making plans to like work or collaborate even with other people, or like brainstorm things like that. In this spread, I'm looking at Aquarius, Uranus, Leo, Jupiter. to have Uranus and Jupiter here, like Uranus is very, it's, I know that I keep saying creative, but it is a very creative energy. It's like about making things that are original and strange and different, but things that are very authentic and very genuine and like very amazing. And with Jupiter here, this is all about like expanding. So it's like those strange ideas that you have or like creative vision that you have. This is about like really blowing that up and making something from it, making something tangible, making something materialize. And like having the power to do that. And like really using your brain as a resource too. You know what? We're actually going to leave it here. I'm being guided to break it at this point. So, yeah. All right, my friends. We're going to end the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.